Sawadee Krap, I'm JP Mestanza. Today is Friday, November 12th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. The RT-PCR test for vaccinated tourists entering Thailand could be replaced with a different screening method as the government mulls whether to relax some of the rules for test-and-go tourists, and it could be a reprieve for Phuket airport officials who say they might not be able to test all vaccinated arrivals if tourism picks back up again towards the end of the year. The Tourism Authority of Thailand Governor Yuttasak Supason said the final decision would be up to the National Communicable Disease Control Committee and would also require approval from the Center for COVID-19 Situation Administration, the meeting to be chaired by Prime Minister today. An announcement had yet to be made as of this recording. All inbound travelers must take an RT-PCR test in Thailand upon landing, which requires at least 6 hours for the result, with travelers having to book a hotel room and stay there while they wait for the result. One alternative officials are looking at is using antigen test kits, which are more convenient and helps manage the flow of tourists better. This is especially important if things turn out the way officials projected, with 10,000 international arrivals per day nationwide starting next month. Marisa Sukosol Nupakdi, the president of the Thai Hotels Association, said that with the current flow of 2,000 travelers per day on average, hotels are capable of handling guests' journeys from the airport to the hotels and providing compulsory RT-PCR tests. The news couldn't have come at a better time for officials at the Phuket International Airport, as General Manager Monchai Danot met with Phuket Vice Governor Pichit Panapong and the Phuket Public Health Chief to request that RT-PCR tests of tourists arriving from abroad no longer be conducted at the Phuket airport. He said, quote, "Considering the increase in passenger estimates coupled with physical constraints at Phuket airport, this may affect the testing process within the airport and directly affect the arrival process and the airport service quality. There will be congestion in the terminal building and we will be unable to increase the capacity to accommodate future tourists." It was also requested for domestic airlines to be no longer required to have passengers present to airline staff their travel registration on gophuket.com website or present their proof of vaccination or COVID tests in order to aboard flights to Phuket, as currently still required by provincial order issued by Phuket Governor Narong Wuncheo. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. New terms of service have been announced for PayPal here in Thailand, with new rules set to take effect by February 2022. Personal PayPal accounts in Thailand will go away starting in March 2022, and instead, PayPal accounts in Thailand must be connected to a Thai bank account connected to a registered business in the kingdom under the government's new Know Your Business program. According to an article on Coconuts Bangkok, the measure is meant to increase transparency and combat money laundering, but it would also allow the government to tax PayPal users in Thailand. The measure would heavily affect freelance workers nationwide and digital nomads who earn money online and are paid from overseas through their PayPal account. At the moment, Thailand will be the only country in all of Asia to enact these types of rules. All registered business accounts will also be charged a 7% VAT on transactions, and no money can be transferred to US bank accounts. However, PayPal users would still be able to make payments. Many discussions are taking place on online forums with suggestions such as using TransferWise or receiving Bitcoin payments offered as possible solutions. The whole thing is also part of PayPal's relaunch in Thailand, which will allow the payment solution service to comply with local KYB laws as per their website in order to withdraw funds from your PayPal Thailand business account. The linked bank account must be registered to the same business as your PayPal business account. Personal accounts opened under PayPal Thailand cannot hold balance or withdraw funds. The changes will come into effect fully on February 18, 2022. For more, visit the link in the description. Quality guaranteed since 2012. Call M Painting today.
Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
56 total COVID cases were confirmed by officials, including 3 international tourists. This puts the total for this month to 628 cases, with an average of 57 daily infections and a death toll of 7 for November. Since the pandemic began, Phuket has seen 16,369 cases. 98% of them were confirmed since April. The government is saying that all entertainment venues, including bars, pubs, and karaoke venues, will remain closed until at least mid-January. 2 more months, said the Center for COVID-19 Situation Administration. The original plan was for all night entertainment venues to reopen on December 1st nationwide, but a new tentative date has been set for January 16th, and only for some areas, according to the Bangkok Post. At the moment, alcohol can only be served in restaurants, and only in Phuket, Phang Nga, Krabi, and Bangkok. In a national address back on October 11th by Prime Minister Prayut, he said, quote, "By December 1, we will also consider allowing the consumption of alcoholic beverages in restaurants, as well as the reopening of entertainment venues under appropriate health precautions to support the revitalization of the tourism and leisure sectors, especially during the New Year period." Operators of the night entertainment venues have been asking the government to lift the alcohol ban in 17 tourism provinces and to allow pubs, bars, and karaoke nationwide to reopen on December 1st. A CCSA spokesman said the COVID task force remained worried that the reopening of night entertainment businesses could lead to more infections if no appropriate measures had been in place. Inadequate ventilation and congestions were among its key concerns. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Thanks for joining us here today on this Friday at Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Join us again on Monday. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.